Hello again, Bill Pfeiffer speaking. Sorry, I just came in again from the ducks and grabbing the eggs, and really neat. I just sold a couple dozen eggs to a fellow who was stationed in Spain, in Sevilla, in the Air Force for a couple of years. Nice young man driving a truck. Stopped and bought a couple of eggs. You can count on this particular podcast always to get the truth. We speak the truth here, and always good news, and therefore don't hesitate to share that with others, to be a life changer as well. In the post-resurrection sections of the gospel, when Jesus meeting with the apostles on Easter evening, 2 or 3 times he said, "Peace be with you." His peace is a very important part of the message of Jesus and his followers. Peace is the tranquility of right order. You want to write that down. You want to write that down and put it on your refrigerator, stick it in your heart, put it in your head, and recognize the fact of its incredible truth. Peace is the tranquility of right order. That's really what gives us peace. Is when everything is in right order, things are going well. Mother Teresa said it a little bit differently. She said, when we are stressed or unable to bear the burdens of life, it is because we have misplaced our priorities. That's the case. I've spent 57 years really talking to people who come who have one difficulty after another, whatever they may be, but every one of them, something is out of order in their life. Something with their husband or their wife, their relationship with each other, something with their children, with their parents, the relationship is awkward, there's a lot of stress or anxiety. Sometimes it's the boss at work, sometimes it's God. They're out of relationship with God, and they know it. It's just difficult to be able to admit it sometimes. Their own spiritual life, their pride is pushing them around, their ego is pushing them around, their need to control is pushing them around, their need for security is pushing them around, and there's no tranquility of right order in their lives, and that creates all kinds of unhappiness and insecurity. Society's the same way. When our society wants peace. Everybody wants peace, but it's really lost when the things are out of order. They have to be in right order for society to have a tranquility of right order as well. And we just don't understand that, and so we keep doing things that create more disorder, and think somehow or other at the end of that particular gun somebody's going to find peace, and it just doesn't work. We need people who call attention to injustice, sometimes by anger, sometimes by they're marching and protesting and so on, and that's a good thing. And we ought to give them 2 or 3 days to be able to express their anger, to call their attention and our attention to the injustice, and let's right that wrong. But after 2 or 3 days, they should go home. They need to go home, and then they need to leave the process to people who have wisdom, who have a spiritual life, who have the depth and the understanding and the education and the experience to be able to fix things that produce the kind of peace that gives the tranquility of right order. That's right. That's true. At the end of the situation, we need a Martin Luther King. We need a Desmond Tutu. We need a Nelson Mandela. We need a Lech Walesa. We need a Mother Teresa. We need an Archbishop Oscar Romero. We need a Cesar Chavez. We need a Gandhi. Why did all those people succeed? Because they understood that peace was the tranquility of right order. And they ended up getting that and creating a community of unity rather than one of disorder. You can't go around encouraging people to break windows and to loot and to burn things down and expect from that to create an ultimate peace. All it does is create more chaos and more unhappiness. There's a wisdom in that is just, you can't violate it and get good results. I always promise a good story, and I'll end with one here that's kind of a couple, in fact. Gandhi, a story, he said, not a story, but some words. It's the action, not the fruit of the action, that's important. You have to do the right thing. It may not be in your power, may not be in your time that there will be any fruit, but that doesn't mean you stop doing the right thing. That's just elementary. You may never know what results come from your action, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. There's no right way to do the wrong thing. To become king, you can't go out and kill the king. You really have to be able to provide right order, and you get the peace with the tranquility that comes from it. This is a really nice little story. Leo Briscalia, the famous author and lecturer, told that he once had to be a judge in a contest, and the purpose of the contest was to find the most caring child. The winner was a 4-year-old child whose next-door neighbor was an elderly gentleman who had recently lost his wife. Upon seeing the man cry, the little boy went into the old gentleman's yard, climbed up onto his lap, and just sat there. When his mother asked what he had done and what he had said to the neighbor, the little boy said, "Nothing. I just helped him cry." Isn't there some great wisdom in that? Peace, it's the tranquility of right order. That child did the perfect thing, right order. The peace that gentleman observed and had must have been marvelous. Happiness tomorrow always begins by doing the truth today. There's no exceptions to that, and getting good results. God bless you. You're in my thoughts and prayers. Catch you again.